All right, good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Back for another video. It's your boy Aziz, rhymes with disease. Just waking up, and yes, we are cracking at it at soon as we wake up. Back again here, because at the end of the day, like I said, the goal of this channel is to show everybody a great example of what they need to do to get to where they want to be. So that's what I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you exactly everything you're supposed to be doing in order to get to where you want to be. And if I want to grow this channel, I have to take in massive action, massive effort, and I have to have a sense of urgency in order to make this content. So with that being said, I'm doing everything I need to do in order to get to where I want to be. And I want to make sure everybody is doing the same thing. It is a lovely morning, but it is more importantly Tuesday, April 1st. Yes, Tuesday, April 1st. With that being said, I hope everybody is having a great morning. I hope you're waking up, getting to those actionable goals, getting ready, and doing everything you need to do in order to get to where you want to be. I know the purpose of this channel is to show everybody what they can do when they try their hardest. So that's what we're always going to make sure we're doing. I'm basically going to be always taking you inside my own daily routine and regular life of what I do. Like I said before, if you're new to this channel, my name is Aziz. I'm 25 years old. I currently work at a restaurant as one of the three managers. I am also the youngest manager at the restaurant, and it is my goal to not only be a content creator, but someone who can not only help a lot of people both in fitness, finances, aspirational goals, and just show everybody what you can do when you work your hardest. So that is exactly what this channel will be about. You will always see me working towards my goals. For example, fitness goals. I just started working out in June of 2024. Never worked out a day in my life, and I've already been able to achieve a physique that I'm proud of, but also slowly working towards improving. I've been able to not only gain muscle in areas I've never had before, but also able to understand why I've been struggling and what I need to do to get better. So if you have any questions, if you're skinny like me and want to put on muscle, drop a comment, drop a question. I'll be able to help you out. Shoot me a DM and I can also help you out. So with that being said, let's get going and let's continue the day. All right, guys. So as you saw, we are 149, just about 150 pounds. But the goal is definitely to reach at least 170. But overall, like I was saying, I've never worked out before in my entire life, and I already have a six pack. This is just from me working out from June until now. Never worked out before a day in my life. So if you have any questions on fitness, especially if you're skinny and you want to build muscle, drop a comment, shoot me a DM, and I'll definitely be able to help you. But at the end of the day, there's still always room to improve. So always make sure that you're working on yourself and make sure that you're improving on your own fitness. At the end of the day, nobody's fitness journey is the same. Everybody's fitness journey is different. So make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for yourself. Now let's get to what we usually like to eat for breakfast. I'm going to show you guys what I normally like to eat on a daily basis. It can vary every so often, but for the most part, this is what I like to stick to if nothing's going wrong in my day. All right, here we are, and I just want to show you guys what I like to eat for breakfast. A cup of oatmeal. Today we have 3 eggs, normally 4, but we're running low on eggs, so just stuck with 3 today. And this is very simple, very easy to make. If you're competent and know how to use a stove, this will take you less than 10-15 minutes. So I don't think anybody should be struggling when it comes to getting to your fitness goals. If I'm being honest, the main reason why a lot of people struggle when it comes to fitness is because a lot of people have terrible eating habits. I see many people, even as I started going to the gym, people will go to the gym and then unfortunately the lifestyle habits that they have outside of the gym are very terrible. You're eating out constantly, you're drinking too much alcohol, you don't have a very good diet, you're not on a deficit in any type of way, and you're just constantly on a calorie surplus. Unless you're skinny and trying to build muscle and or weight like I am, there is no reason for you to be on a calorie surplus because you don't need those excess calories. Realistically speaking, Most people do not do enough daily activities to need to consume as many calories as they do. The reason why you see certain types of people consuming a lot of calories, i.e., bodybuilders, is because of the physical activity it requires in order to do those activities. They need the calories in order to be able to do those weightlifting or exercising activities that are very intensive. So they need those calories. But most people just go to work and go home and or do nothing. So you don't really need to be eating 3, 4 times a day. You should be a genuinely, sorry to say, you genuinely should be ashamed of yourself if you are in your 20s, if you're a man and you can't even see your stomach. If you cannot see your abs, that was a terrible example. But if you cannot see your stomach, see your flat chest, if you have a gut, you really do need to work on it. I'm not saying this to shame you, but I'm saying this because it is a wake up call that you yourself need to get because you are a human being. You are not an animal. You are not an elephant. You are not anyone who needs to be as big as you currently are. If you are out of shape, if you are overweight, you 100% need to fix that because if you also live in America, you also know that the biggest problem we face is obesity. And unless you want to be one of those people who have to fall victim to the healthcare system when you can easily just take care of yourself, you have no right to complain. At the end of the day, if you live in America, you have all these modern conveniences. You have one thing a lot of people don't have, which is choice. So if you choose to do bad by yourself and then you have to face those consequences later on, please do not complain or blame the healthcare system or blame anybody but yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're young enough to understand what you want to do and what you're doing right now, you are young enough to also make the best decision. So make the right decision, eat healthy, and also if you're skinny like me and you need help gaining weight or learning how to build muscle, drop a comment, shoot me a DM, and I will help you. We are men, we are here to help each other, but at the same time, we are also here to learn and grow from where we were the previous day. So make sure you're always learning, make sure you're always growing, and make sure you are doing right by yourself. And as you saw me eat, it's very simple. Get oatmeal in your system, get some eggs. That's very quick and easy protein. This is the oatmeal that I like to use. Quaker white oats. Very simple, very nutritious. I eat it every day if I'm not too busy. But even if I am too busy, that just means I don't eat anything, which also helps me stay skinny. So I eat eggs and I eat oatmeal every day for breakfast. Do that or do something that's going to give you high protein and high calories. But do it every day. Don't switch it up. There's no need to because you also save money. You don't have to worry about what you're going to eat. And you also have a consistent routine of what you're going to eat. That way, you're not going about eating the wrong foods in your body. All right, guys. So, very simple made. Got a cup of oatmeal. I'd say that's a little more than a cup. And then we have 3 eggs. Also, been using the Calorie AI app and logged in my meal. I'm going to be doing this consistently with all my meals from now on. I paid for the subscription for the month. It is $29.99. So I have my food logged in here. As you can see, shows you all the information and everything that I need. So, like I said, consistency is key. Doing the same thing over and over while getting better by 1%. 1% gains is what is what I normally stress on my Instagram and Snapchat profile. And when I post after I work out, I always stress 1% gains because at the end of the day, as long as you're getting better by 1%, you are making progress. No, you're not going to see huge leaps and bounds every single day, but 1% gains is enough to compound interest over the day. Because if you earn 1% every single day and do the same thing every single day, by the end of the year, you would have gained 365% towards your goal. So like I said, 1% gains, do the same thing every day. Make sure you're eating something that's high in protein in the morning, high in carbs. This is high in carbs, this is high in protein. Do it every single day. If you are actually trying to gain muscle and gain weight like I am, you need to not only be in a calorie surplus, but you also need to be eating high amounts of protein. Be sure to do so. And if you have any questions, like I said, drop me a DM on Instagram or Snapchat, drop a comment. with a question. And if you have anything you want to wonder about, if you have anything you want to ask about, just feel free to do so. I'm always here to help. I'm here to not only educate you, I'm here to educate myself. I'm here to learn. We're all here to grow, and we're all here to get better together. All right, guys. So just finished eating on my oatmeal, and I'm over here sitting down watching my YouTube. I like to watch my YouTube before I go to the gym, and like many people, while I'm eating, just to get that motivation. Watching my boy Siobhan Salmon. I know we all know him and his YouTube channel. He makes a lot of inspirational and really entertaining content on tech, cars, and his lifestyle. He has an amazing lifestyle. He's been honestly doing YouTube for a very long time, so he's one of the OGs. He's over here car shopping, and he's currently at a BMW shop. So honestly, watching videos like these are something I love to do. It's very inspirational and it's very motivating. It shows you what you can definitely do with time and with consistency, hard work, effort, and dedication towards your craft. So I know a lot of people have definitely taken inspiration from him. So it's time for me to not only start my own journey, but get to where I can be at his point, where I'm on YouTube showing you guys how I'm purchasing my own dream car. My dream car is a Porsche, but it's going to be a long time before I get that. At the end of the day, you still got to keep going. You got to grind, and you got to put in the effort to get towards the goals that you have. And the goals that I have are very big. It's very big. I want to get more swole, and I want to show people what they can do once they put in all the effort needed. So just going to keep grinding and keep posting these videos to show everybody what you can do. All right, guys. Back, and we just went to Dick's Sporting Goods. Yup. We had to pick up something from here. Oh my god, the quality on this is terrible, but as I'm getting better, I will get something to cover that. The sunlight is definitely very harsh, but that's exactly why I should be using my ND filters. But as we learn, we're gonna understand what we need to do to make the quality better, because I want to produce the best content and also show you guys what you need to do. So with that being said, let's show you guys what we picked up. We got some brand new training shoes. Yes, brand new Nike training shoes for the gym. Honestly, these were an impulse buy, and I'm also trying to stop impulse buying because I'm more focused on clearing my debt. Spend your money wisely. But these are an investment per se, because these are going to help me continue and improve in my fitness journey. So invest in yourself, but also do not spend carelessly, because if you have things that are still manageable and still can be used to get the job done, use those. Don't just spend money because you are able to. And that's one thing I myself need to get down, is not spending money just because I have the ability to do so. Yes, I have a good paying job. Yes, it provides me good money, but it doesn't mean I need to spend every dollar that I have. So just wanted to get on here and show you guys that yes, invest in yourself, buy nice things, but also make sure that you're not wasting money, because we are in an economy where you do need to be financially literate. We don't want to be struggling for every dollar. We don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. But one more time, these are really nice. These are so nice, very comfortable. I'm not only excited to try these out at the gym, but I'm also excited to show you guys where we're working out again. All right, guys, we are back, and just wanted to get back on here after I finished my at-home workout. So was supposed to go to the gym, but I overspent on those shoes that I bought. So I decided to save money and come back home and continue my home workout routine that I like to do. Because when I first started my workout and getting into my fitness journey, I started doing home workouts at first, doing workouts before I go to work. Then I would go to the gym after work. So I'm definitely going to start picking that back up and start doing my home workouts at home, especially because there's still, like I've always said, no excuse for anybody to not be physically fit. This is part of my no excuse series. So no excuses for not going to the gym or not getting in a workout, regardless of if it's at the gym or at home. Even you can just be like me, go pick yourself up a 20-pound weight and start getting on your calisthenics journey, because at the end of the day, calisthenics is another great way to build muscle and lose weight. There's so many scientific factors behind it, and it's been proven by many who are physically fit and only do calisthenics. So with that being said, for anybody who's still on their way or making excuses for why they haven't started, you have none. You need to start and you need to get physically fit, because if you're like me and you want to become the best version of yourself and you want to become as attractive as possible, you need to be physically fit. It is without a doubt, you need to be physically fit. Even me, I'm not the most physically fit guy, but I've grown more muscle and I look better than I've ever looked in my entire life. And I only have more to gain, nothing to lose. And as I'm doing this, I'm showing everybody why you need to, even as a skinny guy, continue to build muscle and get in the gym. It is possible, it is helpful, and it is something that will benefit you. So I'll always make sure I'm showing you great examples. I just finished my home workout. It was at least an hour. I did a bunch of things. I'll try and put it up on the screen, my workout, but I'm going to go into that more in depth probably in another video of what you can do at home if you have no access to the gym, or if you're just starting your journey, because I understand a lot of people aren't like me, who are naturally skinny and are trying to either build muscle and or gain weight. Most people are trying to lose weight and or maintain and build muscle. So it's definitely going to be different types of videos I would use for those people. But for my guys who are skinny and trying to build muscle, drop a comment if you have any questions, if you have any personal issues, if you need any personal help. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat, shoot me a DM. I'll be able to help you and I'll be able to work with you one-on-one to be able to get you to at least where I am, because I've been able to do these simple tasks that have gotten me to the body that I have in just 8 months. It is April 1st, 2025, and I started working out in June 2024. I'll try and put a picture somewhere here or there of what I look like before and now. That way you guys can see. But if you've seen any of my other videos in the thumbnails, you see that I have a pretty good physique. And if you go on my Instagram, you'll see that my physique has gotten better, much better since it's ever been. So anybody who's skinny like me and needs help, drop a follow, drop a comment with a question. I'll be able to help you out. So just wanted to continue and reiterate that every single person needs to get in the gym. Male, female, but especially my guys, because it is our duty to be physically fit, to be able to protect not only ourselves, but to be able to protect our current families and our future families. We want to be good examples to the young men of the future generation, and to be good examples to our sons and daughters as they're growing up, of why they need to take care of their health. We all live in America, and we all know that the main problem in America is obesity. So if you don't want to face those issues, you need to do what you're supposed to do at an early age to take those preventative measures. And keeping track of your health, caring for your health, is one of those preventative measures that will allow you to not only live longer, but not have the issues that a lot of people have, where they have to deal with the medical field and all the scrutiny that they get, and all the malpractice and all the backhanded tactics that the healthcare industry does to more treat it like a business instead of helping and serving people. So if you know you don't want to face those issues and end up in the hospital and have to be subject to the healthcare system, take care of your body. It's very simple. Watch what you eat. If you're too fat, eat less food. If you're skinny, eat more food, eat more protein. It's very simple. All right, guys, so just got dressed. As you can see, I'm in my work uniform and I'm about to head to work. Yes, like I've repeated several times and always will reiterate, I am 25 years old. I work at a restaurant as a manager, and I'm also an aspiring content creator. I'm also trying to complete my fitness goals. I'm also a senior in college. Not in college yet, been taking a 2-year hiatus, but I go back next fall. But regardless, you need to get going. Nobody's going to get to your goals except for you. Nobody's going to give you what you want. And if you're like me, who has big aspirations, you want to be somebody people can look up to, say that you inspired other people, and you're somebody who can not only be able to achieve big things, but be able to garner massive amounts of success from doing good and helping a lot of people and putting in massive amounts of work, you need to get going on your dreams. I have always been very good at talking.
I've been very good at speaking to other people and connecting with others. That's one of the main reasons why I knew starting a YouTube channel, talking and showing more of my charismatic and expressive personality is what's going to help me. At the end of the day, the one thing that I'm very good at as I've become more self-aware growing up is that I am good at helping other people. So it's time that I take advantage of the skills that I'm good at and I use that to my maximum potential. Yes, I have things that are holding me back in my own personal life. Yes, there are bumps in the road. Yes, I face challenges in my life, but I'm not going to let that stop me from getting to the goals that I have in mind. Because at the end of the day, once I reach those goals, I'll be able to not only help more people, but I'll be able to tackle even more challenges that come my way. So for anybody who's watching this and is aspirational like me, please drop a follow so you can watch the journey. And also, do not give up on your own goals. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on what you hold deep in your heart. Keep chasing those desires and always make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do to get to where you need to be. I understand bumps in the road are going to happen, but each day is a learning lesson. There's a reason why God allowed you to wake up and not only continue your journey, but there's also a reason why he put you on this earth in the first place. So you need to live every day with purpose. My purpose is not only to continue living, but to also be a great example to everybody around me, those young, those old, and to myself of what I can do when I put in the effort needed to get to where I want to be. My ultimate goal is to look back on this video and these series of videos in the next 10 years and tell myself that I'm so glad that I sat down here while I'm still in my parents' house, while I'm in my room that I share with my little brother, by the way. Yes, I'm 25 and I share a room with my little brother, but not for long. I'm going to work my hardest to be able to show everybody that yes, you can create content while also working a full-time job, while also going to school, and while also continuing your fitness journey. You can do all four of those things all at once, and it all takes hard work and effort. The only limitation is you, and I'm going to show you that you can do anything you're capable of. So with that being said, let me get going to work because I don't want to be late, and stay tuned for the next episode in the No Excuses series.